These are my nominations for the 2026 Grammy Awards. Is this PowerPoint? Yeah. Yeah, it's PowerPoint. Oh, and this is the eligibility period. Remember this, because I know people in the comments are going to be like, how is this not here? How is this there? This is the eligibility period for the actual Grammys, okay? August 31st, 2024 through August 30th, 2025. So anything before or after is not eligible by the Grammys, so I didn't make it eligible either. Okay? So I think after we do each one, we can like have a discussion after each one. So this is the first one. Are we ready? All right. Best album cover. The nominees are Debe Terrar Mas Fotos, Bad Bunny, Glory, Perfume Genius, I Love My Computer, Nina Geraci, Revenge Seekers, Jane Remover, and I Quit, Hayam. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I had two that the Grammys actually had. Solid? Yeah, I was surprised the actual Grammys didn't give the Hayam the cover, because I love that cover. Paul Thomas Anderson did it, and I don't know, I love the sign, I love the colors of it, I love the three of them in it, I love the way it's shot. So yeah, and the Revenge Seekers, Jane Remover is just straight up like aura farming, and the Nina Geraci cover is crazy. Who would you guys choose to win of these five? For me, I'd probably still go with the Perfume Genius or the I Love My Computer Nina Geraci. Glory, Jane Remover. The Jane Remover is sick. Jane Remover, Perfume, Nina Geraci. No one's saying Bad Bunny. I think the Bad Bunny, I think people sleep on because, and I think it has a real chance of winning at the actual Grammys. But yeah, again, I agree. Like, it represents the album as a whole. So yeah. Amore. Oh yeah, the Amore cover was really good too. The Amore cover was really good. That would have been fair. A little bit of Tucker. It was a nice cover. I don't know if it really like was too crazy though. It was just kind of like the character facing the other way of the camera. Eusexual cover is cool. Yeah. Next category, Best Alternative Album. The nominees are The Passionate Ones, Nourished by Time, Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party, Hayley Williams, Vanisher, Horizon Scraper, Quadeca, Stable Fable, Bon Iver, and Asex Honey, Blood Orange. So only two similar ones to the actual Grammys, and that is Hayley and Bon Iver. Asex, how do you pronounce it? Is it just Sex Honey? Asex Honey? My pick here personally would, this is tough. This is tough. It might be the Quadeca. It might be the Quadeca. All right, everyone's going Blood Orange. I'm actually I completely forgot that Blood Orange like was eligible. I'm surprised he got nothing at the actual Grammys. I'm shocked he got nothing at the actual Grammys. Not sure Blood Orange haven't been a Grammy nominee. He's been nominated before, I think. I thought his last album did. No, I'm certain that mixtape did from 2019. Almost certain. Hayley, fair. Hayley put out a great record. But obviously, I love all these records. That's why they're here. Did Blood Orange submit? I actually don't know. I'm assuming he did. I go Ego Death, Sable, or Vanisher. That's literally half of them. That's more than half. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. I think I'd go with Quadeca, though. But it is very hard. These records are great. Where's Gracie Abrams? She didn't submit for the Mike T Awards. Sorry, she didn't submit. Next up, Best Rock Album. The nominees are Forever How Long, Black Country New Road, Never Enough, Turnstile, Pirouette, Model Actress, The New Sound, Jordy Griep, and Songs of a Lost World, The Cure. So also with this one, again, too similar to the Grammys, Never Enough and The Cure, but I put Black Country New Road. Obviously, I put Jordy Griep because that was like a top 5 or top 3 maybe album for me last year, and just an absolutely insane album. Yes, Jordy was eligible. Pirouette, Model Actress, still think that's a really great record from this year, and obviously I think the Black Country New Road album was kind of underrated, to be honest with you. Any albums you think I might have left out? But for me, I'm going with Jordy Griep, if this was up to me to pick. Deftones, yeah. Well, honestly, I don't like the Deftones more than any of these albums, I don't think. I don't. But I feel like Deftones I would put in metal categories. I don't consider, I know they submitted for rock, but I consider Deftones like more metal, but I don't know. But still, Deftones would have been a snub maybe. Wet Leg, I liked the Wet Leg, but not enough to put it in here. Caroline 2, that was a good album. I never really went back to it though. The track with Caroline is definitely one of the best singles of the year though. So there's no best metal album, it's only metal performance? Okay. Huh. But still, I probably wouldn't have put Deftones in here. I liked that album, but I didn't seem to like it as much as everyone else. That's all I'll say. Sam Fender. The Sam Fender album came and went. It came and went for me. All right. Next up, Best Dance Electronic Album. The nominees are Fuck You, Skrillex. You think you're Andy Warhol, but you're not. Skrillex. I Love My Computer. Nina Geraci. Fancy That. Pink Pantheress. Revenge Seekers. Jane Remover. And Choke Enough. Okay, Lou. What are we thinking? Snubs? Who are we taking to win? Pink Pantheress. Fair. Revenge Seekers. Pink Pantheress. Damn, no one's saying Nina Geraci? I'm picking Nina. Jane, okay. It's between Jane or Nina for me. Where's Eusexual? We'll get to it. I know it's more dance electronic, but I don't know. It's also pop vocal, you know what I mean? I know that's what she submitted it for, but here at the Mike T Awards, we do what we want, okay? We do what we want. Amare, I liked the Amare, but it definitely wasn't as strong as her last record. The OK Lou cover is very good too. Definitely could have gotten a cover nom. Yeah, it's pronounced OK Lou. Well, see, someone like one time I was like talking about the OK Lou record, and someone tried gaslighting me into saying it was Oak Lou. Don't Tap the Glass. More of like a hip hop pop record. Next up, best R&B album. The nominations are Baby, Dijon, Access All Areas, Flow, Lana, SZA, Mutt, Leon Thomas, and Chrysalis, Genevieve. This one I had really hard trouble with. I'm not gonna lie. Like R&B, it's tough. How the hell is SZA eligible? Listen, at the Mike T Grammy Nominations Award, she was allowed. She was allowed. Lana was allowed to be submitted. It was allowed to be submitted, okay? Yeah, this one I actually had a hard time picking. I feel like that Genevieve record from this year is really underrated. But yeah, I had trouble with the R&B categories, man. Flow should win. Personally, it's between Flow or Dijon for me. Massive SZA fan. Lana would not be up there. I really liked Lana, though. Like, I really liked Lana. Just as, like, the deluxe tracks, I still visit them pretty frequently. It wouldn't be my pick to win or anything, but I don't know. What other R&B albums were there? Cali, I think that's more of like a pop record. I don't know. I think the Cali record's more like a dream pop. It's a little everything. Drake and Party Next Door. Fuck no. If I made the worst albums of the year list, it might be considered. Rochelle Jordan, not eligible. Jade is not an R&B artist. Erica DeCesar would go. Yeah. It was definitely that was a trip hop album. So like, yeah, maybe. I did try revisiting that album a few weeks ago to see if it would click for me. It never really clicked with me when it first came out, but I'm going to have to give that a re-listen. Raven Lenae, she was nominated last year at the Mike T Awards. If you were there, you know. But yeah, those are the R&B albums. I had a hard time picking this one, like I said. All right, but next category. Best rap album. The nominees are Let God Sort 'Em Out, Clips, Magic Alive, McKinley Dixon, GNX, Kendrick Lamar, Lotus, Little Sims, and Chromacopia, Tyler, the Creator. Tough category. This was hard. It was hard to pick between 5 for me. You could definitely say there were some snubs for sure, but this is what I had to go with, I think. Who are you guys taking to win? Who are you guys taking? I don't even know. It's between those top 3. I don't know. I think Let's God Sort 'Em Out I would take to win just for like the year Clips had. McKinley Dixon's fair too. GNX is fair also. I mean, a great album. I think it's a top 3 Kendrick. Jid definitely got snubbed. Listen, Jid and Freddie snubbed for sure. There was a few others I was considering. A lot of great rap records eligible. Jim Legacy, definitely. Jesse Murph, snubbed. Carter 6. Cardi did submit at the Mike T Awards, but we definitely declined it. We said no at the Mike T Awards. He did submit though. He was telling me, Mike, please nominate me for best rap album and best rap song and best rap performance. And I said no, not happening. Oh yeah, Backwash. Yeah. I mean, Backwash is tough because it's definitely a rap album. I would say great record though. I would say that's a snub as well. I do also. I mean, I don't get me wrong. When I do this, quality is definitely the main aspect, but I think like impact is also something I take into account too. Saba, very good album. Best rap song. The nominees are Ensalada, Freddie Gibbs, The Alchemist, and Anderson .Paak. So Be It, Clips, Reincarnated, Kendrick Lamar, Stick, Jim Legacy, and Community, Jid, featuring Clips. I changed this last second. I was like, I kind of forgot about the Freddie, so I was like, damn, I feel like I gotta get at least a song in there from Freddie. And yeah, Ensalada is definitely one of the best rap songs of the year. Same with, I think I had a Tyler song in there, and I replaced it with the Jid, because I think Jid is definitely deserving in that Community track with just conceptually, Community, brilliant. Reincarnated, I think, is one of Kendrick's best storytelling tracks ever. So Be It, what a moment that was this year. And Stick, Jim Legacy, so fucking good. So yeah, that's my 5. How did I make this? I made it on Canva. Who are we taking? And what snubs? What about Everybody's Looking at Me by Eminem? I don't even remember that song. Clips, fair. Ensalada is great. Poster by Power You 2 is a banger. Like that. The Lowe's track was snubbed. I was thinking about Free. Don't get me wrong. Free was in the conversation at the Mike T committee. It was definitely in conversation, but we ended up going with these 5. Worst thick of it. Was that eligible this year? Did that come out this year? No, that came out last year, did it not? I don't even remember. Are you doing deep cuts as well? Technically, yeah. But I tried to focus on like kind of the bigger songs, but also it just depends. If it was like super standout, yeah. Ellie Chop on Imagine Dragons collab. Yeah, this is tough for me. It'd be between So Be It and Reincarnated. I do think like Reincarnated on like a lyrical, and if we're going by rap song, like lyrical ability and like storytelling ability, probably Reincarnated. October 24th is eligible. Oh wow. So think of it. KSI snubbed. Miles Fantano's song was snubbed. Next year that's eligible, I believe. I don't think that was eligible this year. Maybe next year if Fantano and Miles decide to submit, we'll see what happens. All right, next up, Best Pop Vocal Album. The nominees are Something Beautiful, Miley Cyrus. Hurry Up Tomorrow, The Weeknd. Mayhem, Lady Gaga. Salvation, Rebecca Black. And Eusexua, FKA Twigs. Yeah, I don't know. I decided to put it Twigs in the pop vocal category just because, like, it's supposed to be vocal. It is a pop album, right? Like, Eusexua is a pop album. It is. And if we're going off vocals, like, this category is supposed to focus on the vocal performances. The Twigs record is, brilliant vocally. And Salvation, Rebecca Black, love that record. Think it's super underrated. Definitely one of the best pop records of the year. Had to show Rebecca some love. Tate McRae snubbed. Not in this committee. We were hard no on Tate McRae. She did submit for a few awards. Didn't really consider him. Unlike the Grammys, as you can see, we do have Abel in the cut. Addison Rae, she submitted again. Addison submitted at the Mike T Awards, but it didn't move the committee. The album didn't move the committee. Lola, I liked the Lola album, but I just think the competition here was just a little bit better. Revolving Door, Underspendable Not My Head. There's just better tracks. There's just better songs out there. There's better pop songs out there. Bad Bunny, it is like a Latin pop record. If I didn't do Latin awards in this, make no mistake about it. If I did the Latin awards in this, Bad Bunny sweeping everything. Who are you guys picking to win? For me, it's between Twigs or Miley. I think I go with the Miley. Mayhem. For me, I've said it a million times. The Mayhem, I think, is that album starts off top tier, but I do think it falls off a bit in the second half. But like the first half is so good, it got nominated. You doing this after Twigs just spoiled you? I still love the Twigs record, and we still nominated it. But listen, all right, split vote tie between Miley and Twigs. Who about that? So that's Best Pop Vocal Album. All right, next up, Best Pop Solo Performance. The nominees are The Subway, Chappell Roan. Something Beautiful, Miley Cyrus. Tonight, Pink Pantheress. Cry For Me, The Weeknd. And Abracadabra, Lady Gaga. So me and the Grammys also had 2 similar ones here. The Subway, Chappell Roan, and Abracadabra. Something Beautiful, that's one of my favorite tracks of the year. Had to be in here. Tonight, Pink Pantheress, Bop and a Half, and Cry For Me with The Weeknd, which The Weeknd did submit, by the way. One of my favorites off new record. Give it to Pink. Fair. All right. For me, I'd probably go with the Miley. Again. If you were to say this to me like last year or 2 years ago when Miley drops Endless Summer Vacation, that Miley Cyrus would be sweeping the Mike T Grammy pop categories, I would have slapped myself in the face. But Miley might sweep the Mike T Grammys. Purple Lace Bra by Tate McRae should be in there. Not like, look at these songs. We're really gonna say that Tate McRae is and keep in mind, Best Pop Solo Performance. The performance. I don't think Tate McRae is like that great of a performer vocally. But it's not better than any of these songs regardless. Anyone else we think got robbed? Conan, Lorde. I wasn't crazy about the Lorde record. But definitely, when she submitted, we were like, we're thinking about it, but maybe not this year. Doja should have been submitted. I think, listen, I'll say this. Doja, I think we'll get some nominations and awards next year for her record. I didn't do progressive R&B. I just put the R&B categories. I think progressive R&B as a category is fucking stupid anyway. I think it's dumb. It should just be R&B. Lola, robbed. I mean, I like Lola. Callie was definitely snubbed at the Mike T Awards as well. I feel like maybe if we did like more categories, again, I just did like the main categories though. There's other pop categories in the actual Grammys. Maybe Callie would have snuck in one for something. I don't know. Chat Pink Pantheress is the winner. Fair. That's probably my second favorite track here. So I'm not mad at that. Yeah, I stand Pink Pantheress. All right, next. I believe it's the big main categories now, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Best New Artist now, which I'm not gonna lie, Best New Artist, I cooked. I really liked my Best New Artist picks. All right, let's do it. Best New Artist. The nominees are Nina Geraci, May Simones, Anastasia, Nourished by Time, Jim Legacy, Racing Mount Pleasant, Olivia Dean, and Adele. Now, keep in mind, I don't know, these are like new artists to me, all right? So you guys might say some names, likelihood is they were already nominated in the previous years. But this is who I went with. I think a lot of these people dropped really good records or really good EPs or mixtapes, and it was kind of like their first big projects for the most part. Who you guys taking to win? I mean, for me, this is tough. This is tough. I mean, it'd probably be Nina. It'd probably be Nina. It'd probably be Nina. Olivia Dean, yeah. I mean, she had the biggest year of anyone here nominated, that's for sure. Maybe a lot of you guys aren't familiar. That's why it's been... See, this is a real best new artist, not what the Grammys do, where it's best breakthrough artist. These are actually new artists. All these artists, other than, I will say, Nourished by Time, I was familiar with, as well as Racing Mount Pleasant. But I think Nourished by Time, but he had the debut like 2 years ago that I did hear, but it was on the shorter end, and I feel like this was his year. And Racing Mount Pleasant, I found out about last year, but they put out their debut album this year. I didn't know Olivia in 2023. I think it was 2024. Unless you I thought you told me about them about her in 2024. Maybe it was 2023. I don't remember. It was whatever you told me, Future. But yeah, I mean, so you guys are taking Olivia. I'm probably going with either Nina or Jim or Nourished, but I think Nina takes this one for me. Just loved her record the most out of everyone's here, probably. But yeah, Grammys. This is what a real best new artist category looks like. All right. Now we got the three big ones. Big ones. Song of the Year and Record of the Year are coming up next. Keep in mind, Song of the Year technically is supposed to focus on the songwriting aspect. Apparently, Grammys don't give a shit anymore because it's literally the same songs this year. But songwriting is supposed to be the songwriting aspect, and then Record of the Year is supposed to be the performance and like the production. Song of the Year. These are the nominees. DTMF, Bad Bunny. The Birds Don't Sing, Clips. The Subway, Chappell Roan. True Believer, Haley Williams. Reincarnated, Kendrick Lamar. Monday, Quadeca. Like Him, Tyler, the Creator, and Everything is Peaceful Love, Bon Iver. Yeah, so me and the Grammys only had one similar one in common, I think, and that was the Bad Bunny, which, yeah, totally deserving. Birds Don't Sing, obviously, fucking heart-wrenching track lyrically. Subway, Chappell Roan, I think is one of the best written pop songs of the year. I love that ending line that she ends with where she says, she got away, like that kind of like double entendre she does. True Believer, Haley Williams, fucking super conscious one from Haley. Reincarnated, obviously, we already talked about. Monday is a heartbreaking one, Like Him, also a heartbreaking one from Tyler, and Everything is Peaceful Love. Quite beautiful track. But yeah, those are my Song of the Year noms. Whew, this is tough. For what is chat thinking? True Believer. Yeah, I think True Believer or Birds Don't Sing, or maybe the Bad Bunny. I don't know. Even the Kendrick is so well written too. Picking Monday. Monday's a sleeper pick. Yeah, the Bad Bunny is a beautiful track, man. Subway. I don't think I'd go with Subway, but it is a great performance for sure. Kendrick or Chappell, yeah. This is a tough category. Clips, yep. Like Him, fair. Bon Iver, underrated, definitely. I love that track. I don't think it would win here, but definitely love that track. Record of the Year. The nominees are Something Beautiful, Miley Cyrus. Dancing with Your Eyes Closed, Jane Remover. Luther, Kendrick Lamar and SZA. iPod Touch, Nina Geraci. Eusexua, FKA Twigs. Taxes, Geese. Tonight, Pink Pantheress. And Stick, Jim Legacy. Yeah. So again, Record of the Year, technically supposed to be production, performance. Gaga was considered heavily. I did give Gaga the pop one, you know what I mean? I did give Gaga the pop nomination, you know? She didn't end up in here, though. Very good song, but I ended up in the pop category for best pop vocal performance, but I think these are better tracks. Would you have done Disease or Abracadabra for Gaga? Definitely Abracadabra if I had to choose one. That's why that's why Abracadabra ended up in best pop solo performance. Didn't make this easy to pick, but Nina. Oh, okay, wait, who would I go with? Ooh, honestly, it's probably between the Nina or the Geese. Or the Miley. I don't know. It's between those three. It's definitely between those three. Eusexual Affair. Literally, who are these people? I mean, look it up. You should be, if you like music, you should be familiar with who Pink Pantheress is. You should be familiar with who FKA Twigs is. You should be familiar with freaking Geese. Like, Geese have had such a big year. Eusexual is a good one. It did come out at the tail end of last year too, so it was eligible. Yeah, but I think it's between Nina and Geese for me. Kendrick walking away with a bunch. Kendrick, I don't think would walk away for this award for me. But yeah, he did. Kendrick was the only person at the Mike T Awards to get a nomination for both record and song of the year. I would say so far, I didn't actually like do the numbers, but I think Kendrick is probably the most nominated artist here. It's either Kendrick or Tyler. Low-key Jane Remover too. Jane Remover has a lot of nominations too. Nina got a lot of noms too. She did get Best New Artist. Yeah, it's true. Nina definitely got some. Hey, people who think, who are these people, is a real criticism? Yeah, it's dumb. Like, just listen to more music. Ask yourself that question and then do the looking up, maybe. Think these are people you should check out. Last one. Are you ready? Biggest award of the night. Album of the year. The nominees are GNX, Kendrick Lamar, Revenge Seekers, Jane Remover, I Love My Computer, Nina Geraci, Baby, Dijon, Chromacopia, Tyler the Creator, The New Sound, Jordy Greep, Let God Sort 'Em Out, Clips, and Magic Alive, McKinley Dixon. That's the 8. That's the 8. 4 rap albums, 2 electronic if you count the Nina, the Jane, 1 rock, and then R&B, whatever. I mean, Dijon is hard to pin down. No Mayhem. I mean, look, Mayhem got pop record. I just think Mayhem, I think it's a very good album. I do think the second half of that record is what hurt it from being nominated for Album of the Year at the Mike T Awards. Bad Bunny was a late snub. I actually, funny enough, I had Bad Bunny here. And last second, the committee decided, you know what, I think we're going to choose this one instead. And I believe that one was, I think it was Jane. It was the Jane Remover last second. But Benito was finished in the placings in the voting committee. He finished 9th. But he did get a Song of the Year nomination. Replace Jordy Greep with Bad Bunny. I disagree. I mean, Jordy Greep was what, like top 3 album of the year for me last year? That album is insane. That album's insane. Also, I think Quadeca was also, you know what, I lied. Quadeca might have finished 9th, actually. I think I lied. Quadeca might have finished 9th, and then Bad Bunny maybe 10th, maybe. Twigs not even in 9th place. I really like the Twigs record. Obviously, I think U6 was great. It was definitely in consideration for Album of the Year, but some others. All right, wait, who are we taking a win here? This is tough. This is tough for me. Woo, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Kendrick is the easy way out. It's probably between Kendrick, Clips, probably. I don't know. Jane. Imagine if Jane Remover actually won the real Grammys Album of the Year. Are the Mike T Grammys more ahead than the Scammies? I think so, personally. Maybe a little bit of bias, but I think our award show did a lot better this year.